Now we need to find out what are the effects on consumption due to the changes in income. That is, income, in case if income increases, then what happens to consumption, and in case if income falls, then what happens to consumption. And we'll be showing it through your indifference curve analysis. Now, as individuals, purchasing power rises, it is natural to expect that quantity of each good purchased will also increase. In case if your purchasing power increasing, then you will be consuming more of that good, okay, or more of both the goods, okay. So what will happen is, supposedly, in case if I want to show it in terms of a diagram, then how will I show? That is, let me draw an axis, okay. Let's name it, say x and y, okay, and the initial budget line, naming it say AB, initial indifference curve, and which is say U naught, okay, initial equilibrium is say at E naught, fine. At this E naught, this much amount of x and this much amount of y is being consumed. So let me just mark it as say x naught and y naught, okay. Now suppose income increases, then budget line would shift outwards like this, okay, and hence indifference curve would move up, okay. Your equilibrium, your new equilibrium would lie at E1, fine. So as income increases from M0 to M1, the optimal choices of X and Y will also increase successively in case if both X and Y are normal goods, okay. So supposedly, now in this case, your this much is the amount of X and Y which has been consumed. So this is say X1 and Y1, okay, when income level has increased. So as you guys can see this, that when income increases, so your budget line shifted outwards, the optimal consumption point becomes E1, and you started consuming more of X, okay. So what is the change in X? Change in X is X1 minus X naught. What is the change in Y? Which is Y1 minus Y naught, okay, and both of these are positive, okay. That means when income has increased, the consumption of both of these goods have increased, okay. So when income increased from M0 to M1, the quantity of X demanded increased from X0 to X1. And similarly, the quantity of Y demanded also increased from Y0 to Y1. Notice that these budget lines, these two budget lines, AB and the new budget line, which is say A1, B1, okay, they are parallel. They're reflecting the fact that only income is changing and not the relative prices. So remember this is only due to the changes in income, okay. So in case if the relative prices would have been changing, then budget line would not have moved parallel, okay, they would have moved in some other way. And now because the price ratio, your in this case a price ratio px by py is constant, okay, the utility maximizing conditions also require that MRS stay constant as individuals moves to higher level of satisfaction. So if px is equal to py is constant, okay, as you move from AB to AB1, as you move from AB to your A1 B1, okay, px by py is constant, okay, and you know this, that equilibrium is defined at the point where your price ratio is equal to MRS. Now if this is constant, then MRS also needs to be same, okay, in case if your budget line is moving out parallelly, and they will move out parallelly in the case when income is increasing, okay. Therefore MRS is same at these points at E0 and E1, okay. So MRS is same at both of these points, and Remember that both of these curves, both of these goods, your X and Y, they are normal goods. Okay, that is, when income has increased, the quantity demanded of such a good has increased, other things being constant.